Buccaneers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice and sure.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Bucks now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Gold now out to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now Brady.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete to Otten.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Open man is Marquez Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Brady. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
46 yards.
And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He's got Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 48 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to claw one back.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
72 yards.
And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Brady gives this to White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Rodgers now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Buying time to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Forced out to his left. And some space here. He's got room at the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Patch it.
They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
59. I'm here all day. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Brady got to have this one. They'll roll him out right.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Then he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Rodgers throwing here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got daylight. He's at the 50.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against